So my friend Forrest asked me about my views on the whole COVID situation of these were almost his exact words, wah, COVID and the anti-vax. And, you know, I briefly touched on it, I'm sure, before, but, I don't really talk about things that don't have to do with moderators, so it's not a big concern to me. But since Jontron was recently uh, you know, in the internet news for tweeting something, which must be nice that some people get to tweet, but the rest of us don't. They're not mad about that, but they're mad about what John Trott said. And they keep insisting, well, he's using his platform to. You don't have a platform. That should upset you more than however Jontron is using his platform. But does it? No. So you're fucking stupid and evil. I don't want to hear what you have to say about Jontron. And, Jontron leans anti-vax. I mean, they said that, that's their narrative anyway. Like, you can't be neutral. It's one of those issues where it's like abortion. Anything you say, they're going to use against you as a projection of their own views. And, Jontron is like, look, I don't care if you get the vax. I just don't personally trust it. Do I agree with him? No, I do not. I do not think there is anything to be worried about. But that is his choice. Just as it is your choice to get it, that way you don't have to worry about it. That's the whole point. You get it, so you don't have to worry about getting infected. Now I know what you're going to say, but you're putting other people's lives in danger. Are you, though? Because you're putting your own life in danger, sure, but who are you putting in danger? The immune compromised? And if you are, how do you know? Because, how do you know who is immune compromised and who isn't? You don't know. So then you have to assume that the people that aren't vaccinated are immune compromised and couldn't be vaccinated. I've heard stories on Reddit of that happening, where people can't get vaccinated, but then they bully them all the same as though they were an anti-vaxxer. So you've created this cult mentality where we're not really supposed to talk about the issue, but we're forced to, and then it creates this dividend of, blah, blah, blah. And it's really simple, actually. Everybody is living in a state of fear when there's no need to be. There are a lot of negative emotions to feel. Anger, frustration, disappointment, depression. Fear is not one of them. Whether or not the virus is as deadly as the pro-vax conveys that it is, you have a vax, so you don't need to fear it. The anti-vax, you don't need to fear getting poisoned or sterilized or whatever, because at the end of the day, guess what? They want you alive so that you can wagey. They're not going to fucking kill you, so that's stupid. And rather than just emphasize that way you don't have to hear the bullshit. Everyone wants to be the protagonist. That's what it is. Everybody wants to be, right, and that they're just, and that everyone else just doesn't get it, man. And at the same time, this is what they're worrying about. Rather than the fact that they don't have a platform. Rather than the fact that they don't have anything. They don't have a job they like. They don't have a wife and kids. They don't have... What do they have? And you mean to tell me you're worried about this? Really? And I don't mean that to Forrest. I know Forrest was probably genuinely curious, but that is my genuine view. That I cannot believe that this is what people are dividing over. That this is what, the straw that broke the camel's back of, well, those people are evil, but I'm not like them. And fucking really? You can't even draw the normal conclusions from it. Because who is the anti-vax and who is the pro-vax? The Karens? You would expect a Karen to be anti-vax, right? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on the context. Because some Karens are like, well, I don't want my kids getting autism. And then some Karens are like, well, you better fucking take it, or else you don't get to contribute to society. Oh, don't make promises you can't keep there, sister. And fucking... It's the same with, the liberals. Oh, they were all fucking hippies that believe in crystals and shit. Oh, but now, trust the science, Goyam. You got the conservatives, and it's a mess. And that's American politics for you. It's a fucking mess.